film Red Hook Summer. I already discussed it when I did my film log, but I just want to go into greater detail. One of the things I looked on YouTube, and there's not really any reviews of the film. There's like one on a channel that does, like a round table type review thing, but there's really not much. There's some interviews with Spike, and this film is really fabulous. One of the things that's really holding it back is like a limited rollout. Apparently, Spike used his own money to finance this film, so it's not apparently it doesn't have a lot of backing to it. So you know, based on the budgets available, it's a limited rollout. A lot of people probably haven't even seen it yet. Hasn't reached their city yet. Maybe it won't reach their city. I think it's at most major cities yet, but often it's only playing in one theater. I only checked a couple places. I checked Houston for some reason, and I noticed it's playing like one theater there, and it's only playing one theater here in Philly. So that's probably just the pattern here. And and that's so the limited rollout is really holding things back. I think it's a fabulous film, and I think it's one of Spike's best movies. You know, and one of the things when I think about this film, and I saw it this weekend or this holiday weekend, I saw it Monday this week. You could actually create an entire film class, like an individual class, on this film, and it really wouldn't be about film. It could be about African American Studies class. You could do an entire African American Studies class on this film alone because it touches on so many things. Just to run off the top of my head, some of the things that uh, were present in the film. You had the relationship from the young and old within younger generation and older generation within the African American community. Uh, you had the estrangement between child and parent. Uh, you're talking about issues within African Americans living within working class neighborhoods within the inner city. You're talking gang violence, um, issues, with regards to faith and maybe the younger generation not following the faith of their parents. Um, Religion within the African American community, child rearing. All these things are, um, played a part in the film. I mean, and I think he really portrayed these different issues. Um, they each were given really attention, strong attention within the film, to the extent that you leave the film and you give it's a lot of food for thought within this film, and I think it's going to be a really big shame because back in the day, thinking like late '80s, late '90s, Spike. I think because the cinematic landscape, especially in regards to African Americans, was a little less crowded. When he was releasing films, each film received a huge amount of buzz, and it's probably because I think he had more major studio backing at that time. You know, as he matured as a filmmaker, and he's presenting different stories that weren't as commercial. I think he lost a lot of that backing, and I think also because some of the films didn't do so well. You know, I think a lot of his films flopped. One of his great films, like Get on the Bus, I remember when that came out, he did an interview said nobody went. People thought it was a documentary. People thought all these. I remember seeing them. I remember that when that film, I didn't go see it when it came out at the theater, and I remember thinking it was a little strange from the trailer. I didn't really like. I didn't wasn't attracted to the film from the trailer. I thought it was going to be a lot of cliches and things like that, so I didn't go see it. And I didn't see it years later until I bought it. I bought the video cassette. Now I have the DVD and everything else. So, and this is one other thing. I'm going to definitely purchase Red Hook Summer. When I see something I really like, I purchase. I buy it. I've already paid to see it in the theater. I'll buy it again. When it's released commercially, and that might be, who knows, within another 6 months, 4 months, who knows. Depends on how long it's in the theaters. And it's because it's getting this low rollout, it may be in the theaters for a while. So, you know, anybody who gets the opportunity should take the time to watch this film because I think you can learn something. Another issue in the film I haven't talked about was the economic disparities within the African American community. You have people that are poor, you have people that are working class, and you have people that are coming from money. And that was touched on in this film. I think also the urban possibilities within the inner city. You know, um, there's an interesting part in the film where the grandfather character is like, hey, you can do everything in Brooklyn. Everything is here. And he said, you can even go kayaking. He said, oh, kayaking? And they go kayaking. And one of the things when you're in a great city, in a major city, there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of things that happens. There's a lot of things you can get involved with that are not obvious to that environment. And, and it takes a lot of effort to discover these things. And, in New York is one of the great cities in the world. That's really true. But it's also true here in Philadelphia. It's true in Houston. It's true in Seattle. It's true in a lot of different places. But a lot of people get stuck in a particular mindset or their immediate environment within that city, and they don't get a chance to explore all these other things that are happening. But I thought, there's just so many issues and so many things that come forth in this film that are open for examination, and I hope other people get a chance to do it. I mean, I think they will enjoy it.